Potholes Powerhouse.
You're listening to Potholes Powerhouse.
Hey everybody, welcome to today's podcast and thank you for tuning in. As always, I know you have options and you are here with me, so I really appreciate all you motherfuckers and motherfuckerettes who are listening to the Powerhouse. Did I have to say that like that? No, it's just fun. All right, thank you for tuning in. As always, like I said, I know you have options. It's been a while since I've been able to record a Powerhouse episode. Usually what happens is that I've been focusing a lot more on cursory overload, which, by the way, did you know we're on Pandora? No? Well, guess what? We're on Pandora. So now if you don't want to go looking for podcasts on, the Spreaker site, or you don't do Spotify or whatever, but you got Pandora, go to the podcast section in Pandora and you can look for Cursory Overload. I don't know if Potholes Powerhouse is listed there yet, but I am going to check eventually. In the meantime, go check it out. Episode 73 is out. We talked to this remarkable young man who's doing cool things. I mean, we personally got to meet this kid at one of our place of employments. We know him. It's one of those things where, we knew this kid, we got to know him personally, and we're very proud of him. He's doing the motocross thing. He's a motocross mechanic touring with a professional motocross ensemble. NBC is involved. All these big names are involved. So he's living the dream, and it's one of them stories where, you may have dreams to be, I don't know, a podcaster, whatever, a DJ, a motorcycle mechanic that runs around racing, or maybe a racer. I don't know. Maybe NASCAR's your thing. If you like making left turns. All I'm saying, if I'm saying anything, is that we got the chance to talk to this young man who's doing great things, and it's awesome. We like to encourage that, and hey, we're proud of him. And check it out, episode 73 of Cursory Overload. Now, episode 74 is coming up too, and we're gonna kick off a campaign there. Check it out. That's all I'm gonna say right now. All right. Well, one of the reasons why I wanted to sit here and talk to you guys right now is because, I have this. It's been a while since I've had the chance to, and I missed you guys. The other is, there's these apps on your phone that you use, like Google Maps and Waze. Which one do you think it's best? Now, in my household, we're split. I mean, obviously, I stick to Google Maps, partly because it came with the phone. Maybe I'm just lazy. I don't want to goof around, and I don't like downloading a lot of stuff on my phone, because then I feel like everything gets overcrowded or whatever. Or like I said, I feel like the more stuff I add, the more things slow down. So what I'm saying is, I use Google Maps because it's there, and I like it because, it's got these features on it. Of course, we all have different reasons why we use Google Maps. I grew up in the valley here, and so I really don't use it to know where I'm going. I do use it because it gives me an estimated time of my destination. Like when I put it in the morning to go to work. I go there every morning. I know the way like the back of my hand. Dang, never seen that before. No, I'm just kidding. All I'm saying is that I know the way, so it is not necessarily to know where I'm going that I use it. I'll tell you right now the reason why I use it, besides knowing the times. But like I said, I use Google Maps. Mrs. Pato likes to use Waze. Now, I gotta admit though, when we go out of town, Waze seems to be a little bit more effective sometimes. But then again, Google Maps has evolved. I mean, there's these features that you used to find on Waze, and now you find them here. Now, this feature is what you press the little icon there, the little bubble with the plus sign, and then you get all these little options. It says add a report, and you see crash, speed trap, slow down, construction, lane closures, stalled vehicle, or object road. Of course, if you know me, you know that the main reason that I use Google Maps is to report speed traps. Now, like I said, I respect and support law enforcement, but I also understand that sometimes we're kind of in a rush, the average Joe, we're just running down the road and we're speeding up a little because maybe right before we left the house, we had an unscheduled bathroom break, or something we're like, oh dang, and that throws you off for a few minutes, so you're kind of trying to make up time. Now, I do not encourage unsafe driving, but what I'm saying, if I'm saying anything, is that, and sometimes, I don't know, sometimes if you're like me, you're listening to music on the way to work or on your way to your destination, and then what happens is that as the song is playing, without you noticing, you start putting pressure on the gas pedal, and next thing you know, you're doing 80, and if your car is very aerodynamic and one of the newer models, you don't feel the speed on it. So next thing you know, you're doing 80 on a 65, and Johnny Law is hitting, you don't see him, and next thing you know, he's behind you. Whoop whoop, pull over, you're going too fast. And all I'm saying, if I'm saying anything, that's the reason why I use it. Now, other people use it for different reasons, and like I said, knowing the time of arrival to your destination, road closures, sometimes it even gives you options for faster routes to wherever it is you're going. So that's the reason. Google Maps is my choice, but there's Waze. There's Waze to use other apps. No, well, what I'm saying is the other one is called Waze, and I'm sure y'all know it. So what I wanted to ask you guys, which one's the one you guys prefer? Google Maps, which is usually already comes on your phone, or Waze? I'm gonna put out my text line out there. You guys can send a text message there. So
Potholes Powerhouse text line 602-529-7273.
602-529-7273. All right, and that's the text line, or you can go to pdghostwriter.com and go to the contact page, and you can send me an email and let me know what you think of the show, what's going on, what we should do. I mean, obviously, there's a lot of things we should be doing, but keep in mind that Potholes Powerhouse is the bite-sized podcast of the podcast Shack. The little network we got going. It's Cursory Overload, Rebellion, and us. So this is the one where I usually saying that they're all going to be 15 minutes long, but this is the bite-sized one you can listen to really quick. So Google Maps or Waze, which one's your pick? Let me know and we'll talk about it more. Like I said, I don't encourage reckless driving. I don't encourage you speeding. I'm not saying you should, but I'm telling you that I understand sometimes we have to make up time, and I like to use Google Maps to warn other drivers about speed traps down the road. Okay, that's just what I'm saying. I'm not doing it so that you can break the law. I'm just doing it so that you don't accidentally get caught up listening to, listening to your favorite song, and next thing you know, you're just, because it happens. I mean, I've done it in the past where I'm just jamming to that song, and next thing you know, my foot's slowly applying extra pressure, and we're just speeding down the road, and well, things happen, and next thing you know, we get pulled over, get a ticket. Nobody needs to be giving money to the government right now, quite honestly. I'm not saying, pay your taxes, do your dutiful thing, but that's extra money that right now you needed to buy toilet paper and other essentials than giving it to the government because you were speeding. I'm just saying, if I'm saying anything. All right, guys. Well, thank you for tuning in. This is just a short podcast. I wanted to touch base with all of you guys because it's been a while. And I want to thank you all. And remember, Cursory Overload is now, it's on Pandora, as well as Spotify, iHeartRadio, and just about wherever you get your podcast, which is freaking awesome. To me, I'm still in disbelief. It's been two years and a few months, and well, what can I say? I find it incredible. It's like you type in Google Cursory Overload and boom, it's like a whole page and a half of just Cursory Overload, Podchaser. You can find us on Podchaser, Comcast. I don't know. There's so many out there. Well, anyway, thank you for tuning in as always. We're going to be doing things to evolve the Patos Powerhouse, obviously. Patos Powerhouse, I am looking at a few new directions I want to take with this, which might make the episodes a little bit longer. But in the meantime, until we get there, this will be the bite-sized podcast that you can listen to on your break, or on your bathroom break, Hopefully you're not sitting in the stall listening right now, because that would just make it weird. But all right, motherfuckers and motherfuckerettes, thank you for tuning in. And till next time, live each day like it's your last one, because it very well could be. Now, be with your family, love them a lot, because, well, with all this COVID-19 shit, it's scary out there. And wear a mask too. And don't be a dick when you're wearing a mask. Remember, I wear a mask for your protection. Do me a favor, wear one to protect me. And other than that, everything's all gravy, baby. So see ya. Till next time.
Hey, Pato, escuché tu podcast en inglés. Dijiste motherfucker. Le voy a decir a tu mamá para que te dé una chinga, cabrón hocicón.